In our system, we already have a lot of data. Think of customer data, vendor data, data on accounting, for example, resource data, sales transactions, purchase transactions, and so on. But still, sometimes you would like to link or add data from outside the system. Now, there are a number of things that we can do. We can, for example, make notes, or we can link files. Let's have a look at the possibilities. And also here, we will need to make the difference between the Windows client and the web client. So the first thing that we can do, we can make notes. And that's something that is available in both the Windows client and the web client. However, there's some minor differences. In the Windows client, you can send notes from one user to the other. This is not available in the web client. However, in the web client, you can edit notes that you already created previously. Then there's also the comments function, which is available in both the Windows and the web client. We can link files, also something that you can do in both clients. And there is also the possibility to create notes in OneNote, but this is only available in the Windows client. Let's now have a look at how we can enter notes and comments in the system, and I will start with the notes function. And this is a function that we can use both in the web client and the Windows client. So let me start here in the web client. Now, notes are descriptive information that you can manually use and link to specific records. So for example, if I go to customers and if I select customer 10,000, you can see now in the ribbon here there's a notes function, and in most of the cases you will also see that there's a notes fact box displayed. So by clicking on notes and then by clicking on new, I can enter now the descriptive information that I would like to link to this customer. For example, new bookkeeper starting on January 1st. There we go. So next, if I click on OK, you will see now first of all that a note is created. And of course, if I close this page, that now the notes is also displayed here in the fact box. So you see, additional information, descriptions, important information that you would like to link to a customer, but also to any other record in the system, you can enter as a note. And suppose that afterwards you would like to modify the note or you would like to delete it because now this is not actual anymore, I can simply click on delete. You see, so it's that easy to enter notes in the system. Now in the Windows client we have an additional function available, so let me show you. So also here I can enter notes in the same way, so I can go to customers and I can also enter here notes by clicking in the ribbon or by looking here at the notes fact box at the right. One small difference is that in most of the cases in the Windows client you will have to go to the card to enter notes. So for example, now I would like to enter a note. I can scroll down to the notes fact box. There we go. And I can click here to create a new note. So first of all, I can enter the same descriptive information. So for example, on the 1st of January, a new bookkeeper will start working for this customer, and that will be our new contact person. So I can enter the information, but on top of entering the information, I can also send it to one of my colleagues. So by clicking on to, you will get a list of users, and I can select, for example, the admin user, and I can notify that user. Now by saving the note, first of all, the note is also added to the record here, so you can see it both appearing on the card and the list. But on top of that, it's also appearing now in the notifications part on the role center of the user to which we have sent the note. So if I go to the role center here, and if I scroll down, you can see here in the My Notifications part that there's a new note. So the first one, new bookkeeper starting on January 1st. So here as a user, I can double click on the note and the system will then bring me to the record for which the note was created. You see, so that's an additional feature that we have in the Windows client, so sending notes to another user. You can also enter comments for a record, and this is quite similar to entering notes. Let's have a look. So if I use again customers as an example, so in the previous example I have entered notes for a customer, but you can also enter comments. So if I go to navigate, you can see here the comments action in the ribbon, and now if I click on comments, I can start entering comments. So comments are always entered for a specific date, and then I can start entering the comments. So for example, new bookkeeper contacts from January 1st, for example. So the same comment as the note I just wrote, but here as a comment. And you can also see that here we can enter an unlimited number of lines. So for example, for an item, you could enter the whole description or a user manual if you want here in comments and so on. And all these comments are now available from the record itself. So in this case, if I just click again on comments, you will see the comment that has been entered for this customer. If you want to link files saved on the hard drive, for example, to records in the system, you can use the links function. So if I go to customers, and by the way, you can use the function on any record in the system, so also vendors, items, documents, whatever. But let me in this case use again customers as an example. I can select customer 10,000, and here in the ribbon you can see links. Now in a lot of cases you will also see that there is a designated fact box available, so the one you can see here. So now by clicking on links, you can start adding links. However, take into account that in the Windows client you always need to go to the customer or to a cart page. So in this case, let me double click to open the customer cart. And also here I have the links function available, and now I can start adding links. And so by clicking here on the actions, I can select new, and now I can add a link. So by clicking on the assist edit, you will see that my browser will open, or my Explorer, sorry. And so suppose that the file that I want to link is saved on my desktop. I can scroll down, and for example, in this case, it's the sales invoice I would like to link. Now, by clicking on open, you will see now that the file will be linked once that I click save. There we go. So now the file is linked, which is also displayed, for example, now here in the customer list. And of course, by clicking here on the link, I can very easily open the file. And so if I click here on the location, the system will ask me to open the file. And in this case, the sales invoice is displayed. You see, so this function will allow you to link files saved somewhere on a drive, your local hard drive, a network drive, but even in the cloud, to, for example, records in the system.